Good morning friends, welcome back to Parnika tutorials. In this video, I want to discuss two GATE questions which came in the year 1997 and 1993 related to deadlock. These kind of questions will help you to understand the concept in a better way. So I request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. First let me read out the question, then I will discuss the solution with you. Look at the GATE 1997 question. A system is having three user processes, each requiring 2 units of resource R. The minimum number of units of resource R such that no deadlock will occur. Is it clear? So we have three user processes such as P1, P2, P3, and each process requires 2 units of resource R. Am I right or wrong? Is it clear? Now we need to find what is the minimum number of instance of resource R is required such that there will be no deadlock. Now if you look at, if I have 0 instance of resource R, then we cannot allocate the resource R to any process, then there will be a deadlock. Now 0 is not possible. Now if we look at 1, then I will allocate 1 to the process P1 and process P2 0 unless until process P1 requires 2 units of resource R, it cannot complete the task, and similarly P2 cannot complete the task, P3 cannot complete the task. So there is a deadlock. Am I right or wrong? So now look at here. When the number of resources of R is 2, is it clear? Then you will say that, sir, I will give 2 instances of the resource R to the process P1, and right now I will allocate 0 and 0 to the process P2 and process P3. Once the process P1 got 2 units of resource R, as its requirement is also 2 units, it will complete the task and give the 2 units to the process P2. Then it will complete the task, then P3 will get it and it will also complete the task. So you will say that in a sequence of process P1, process P2, process P3 will complete the task with 2 resources of 2 instances of resource R. Is it clear? But this is the best case. We always need to look at the worst case. Now what is the worst case? If you have 2 instances of resource R, let's take that I have allocated 1 instance of resource R to the process P1, another one more instance of the resource of R to the process P2, and there is 0. Now it needs 2 instances of resource R to complete its task. Similarly process P2 also required 2 units of resource R. Now both are waiting for the another one to release. Again there is a deadlock. So with 2 units of resource R, we cannot solve this problem. Now we will think about 3. Is it clear? If you have 3 instances of resource R, what will happen? You will say that in best case, I will give 2 instances of the resource R to the process P1, 1 instance I will give to the process P2, 0 instance will be given to the process P3. Now P1 needs 2 units and we have allocated 2 units of resource R. It will complete the task. Once it completes the task, it will release the resources and given to the process P2. Now process P2 need only 1 instance of resource R, so it will be given to that one. So if 1 is given, it will become 2 and here it will become 1. So then P2 needs 2 units of resource R. It has been allocated, it will complete the task. Once it is completed, it will release the 2 resources of 2 instances of the 2 units of resource R. Is it clear? Are you able to 2 instances of resource R or 2 units of resource R? Both are same only. Now then process P3 will get 1 more and then it will also complete the task. So in this way process P1, process P2, process P3 will complete. But this is the best case. Now let me discuss the worst case. Is it clear? Suppose let's take that I have allocated 1 unit of resource R to the P1, 1 unit of the resource R to the P2 and 1 more unit to the P3. Then P1 needs 2 units of resource R, but it got 1. So it is waiting for 1 more unit. Similarly P2, similarly P3. So all the 3 processes are waiting for other process to release the resource R. This is no, again a deadlock. Are you able to understand? So with 3 units of resource R, there is a deadlock. Is it clear? Now we will look at the 4 number of resources. Is it clear? Are you able to understand? With 4 number of resources, can we solve the deadlock problem? How we will look at it? I will give 1 to the process P1, 1 unit to the process P2, 1 unit process P3. Now I have one more extra. Now that extra one, let's give it to the P1. Then if it gets one more, then it will have 2 units of resource R and its requirement is also 2. So it will complete the task. Once it completes the task, we have 2 units of resource R are available and each one require one. So I will give 1 to this one to this one. So it will also have 2 units of resource R. It also have the 2 units of resource R and the requirement is also 2 and 2. So they will complete the task. So with 4 units of resource R, we can complete the task. Now if we have 4 units of the resource R, if I can complete, if I have 5, I can easily complete. If I have 6, I will also complete. If I have 6, what is the simple thing? I will give 2 to the 3 process of the unit R. So I can easily solve the problem. So I can say that we need minimum 4 units of resource R such that no deadlock will occur. Is it clear? I hope you have understood. If I have 4, I can solve the deadlock. Then with 5 I can solve. With 6 also I can solve. But minimum number they are asking. So the minimum number is 4. So the right answer for this question is option B. I hope you have understood how I solve this question. If you still have any doubts, don't worry. I will solve one more question related to the same question. Now look at this one. This question has given in 1993. Let me read out the question. Consider a system having m resources of the same type. Okay. These resources are shared by 3 processes A, B, C. We have 3 processes such as A, B, C which have peak demands of 3 units, 4 units, 6 units respectively. For what value of m, deadlock will not occur. Is it clear? So in this case, we have 3 user processes such as P1, P2, P3. But in this question, they have given, we have 3 processes such as A, B and C. Now A's requirement is 3. If it has 3 units of the resource, then only it can complete the task. Then B requirement is 4. C's requirement is 6. Are you able to understand? Now they are asking for what value of m, meaning is that they are saying consider a system having m resources of same type. Let's take that the resource name is R. Now they are telling how many minimum number of resources are required of R such that there will be no deadlock. Is it clear? Now look at the same thing. If I have requirement of 3 and requirement of 4, requirement of 6, then totally 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 plus 6 is 13. If I have 13 units of resource R, then the task will be completed. Am I right? There will be no deadlock. If I have 13, I will give 3 to the process A, 4 units of resource R to the B, 6 units of resource R to the C. Then I will complete the task. 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 plus 6 is 13. The problem will be solved. But this is what maximum number of units of the resource are to avoid the deadlock. Am I right? Now we will see what is the minimum. Is it clear? Now remember one thing. Whenever such kind of questions will be given, you need to look at it needs 3 units of resource R. Okay. So we will give 2. Am I right? And it needs 4 units of resource R to complete the task. We'll give 3. And it needs 6 units of resource R to complete the task. I will give 5. So if I have resource R of how many units? 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. If I have 10 units of resource R, there will be a deadlock. So maximum units of resource R To have a deadlock is 10 units. If I have 10, in a worst case, if I allocate like this, there is a deadlock because the process A is waiting for one more unit of resource R, B is also waiting for one more unit of resource R, C is also waiting for one more unit of resource R. So all the three processes are waiting, so there is a deadlock. Am I right or wrong? So if you have 10 units of resource R, there is a deadlock. If you have one more extra resource of R, then what you can do, you can give that one to anyone. Am I right? Let me give to the process A. Then it has 3 units of resource R and its requirement is also 3. It will complete the task. Once it completes the task, we have 3 units of resource R freely available. Let me give 1 to this one. Let me give 1 to this one. Then it will have 4 units of resource R and its requirement is also 4. So it will complete the task. Similarly, it will have 6 units of resource R and its requirement is also 6. Then it will also complete the task. So minimum number of resources or instance of resource R is 11 to avoid the deadlock. So look at the options. Option A is saying 7. That is not correct because if you have 7 instance of resource R, there is a deadlock because if maximum 10 if you have, there is a deadlock. If you have 10 itself, there is a deadlock. Then obviously if you have 7, there will be a deadlock. Even 9 is not a correct. Is it clear? Option C is saying 10. Even if you have 10 instance of resource R, there is a deadlock. This is the scenario. Am I right? Now option D is saying 13. Now you can ask me, sir, minimum number is 11. Am I right? Correct. Minimum number is 11. If you have 13, more than the minimum is having, so there will be no deadlock. So option D is correct. But now you can ask me, sir, if let's take that option C is 11, option D is 13. If they ask you what will be the minimum value of M to avoid the deadlock, means then you have to give the option C. But as the 11 is not there, so option D is correct for this one. So I hope you have understood how I solve this question. If you have xi, xj and xk requirement, you give xi minus 1, xj minus 1, xk minus 1 and you have plus 1. That is the minimum number of instance of resource R or any resource to avoid the deadlock. Is it clear? So like that you can solve these questions. I hope you can follow this trick to solve any kind of question related to similar type. Am I right? Means any question of similar type. Still, if you have any doubts, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.